So by using a join, you can merge two tables on a corresponding field that should link one table to another table. But what if you would have another user, for example, that has never written a comment, but we also want to display this user? So let's imagine we have Mary, who is on Instagram, for example, but doesn't like to write comments. And as you can see, by using this syntax, we are only getting the pairs where a user has also written a comment. If there exists a user that has never written a comment, we are not getting that type of user. So let's, for example, say we want to insert into users. We want to insert a username, and for the value, let's use Mary, for example, because she has never written a comment yet. So we'll insert that one. So now let's select everything from users. And as you can see, we also have Mary right here. And I've also created Sarah previously, but that one doesn't really matter too much. So Jonas, Winnie, and Jeremy like to write comments, and Sarah and Mary don't. So now if we, for example, say that we want to select everything from users, you, and now we want to join our comments C on u.id being equal to c.userid. So we want to join wherever inside of our users table, the ID is equal to, in our comments table, the user's ID. And as you can see, now we're getting Jonas, Winnie, and Jeremy, but we're not having Sarah and Mary because there does not exist a user ID inside of our comments table that is corresponding to the ID right here. So join will only merge tables where you have a corresponding key inside of both of the tables. So if we wanted to get every single element from our users table, for example, then we would have to use a left join. Why a left join? Left join will say that you will display whatever you have in the table to the left of this keyword right here. And since right now our users table is to the left of our left join keyword, we will display everything from our users table right here. And if there exists a comment, a corresponding comment to a user, then you will display it. Otherwise, you won't display it. And as you can see, if we execute that one, we get all of our users, so also Sarah and Mary, even though Sarah and Mary do not have a corresponding comment, for example. There also exists a right join, for example, which is the equivalent to a left join, but this time it just means, okay, you will not display every single user, but you will display every single comment, even if the comment does not have a corresponding user. And since this is impossible in our database, it doesn't really make too much sense. But if you take a look at this, this would work as well. And I can show you that this one works if I'm just going to change the order right here. So we can say comments C, right join, users U. So now our user is to the right of this right join keyword. So let's execute that one. And now again, we can see everything that is to the right or in the table to the right of the right join keyword. And if there exists a corresponding comment, C, it will be displayed. Otherwise, it won't. But you don't ever have to use a right join because, as you can imagine, you can simulate every single right join by using a left join. So this is essentially the exact same. The only difference is that this time you write users to the left and comments to the right. So practically you never have to use a right join. Always just go ahead and use a left join.